It's time for a debut again. Day 3 of the Season 7 of ESL Pro League. We're live here from the Intel Esports Arena, and now we've got something special for you. I say we, myself, Machine, joined by YNK and Sponge. Now, the first thing we have to talk about here is, of course, the Northern Lions. Of course, a team owned by FC Copenhagen, representing. They even fragged there. That's where their training facility is. And now they've gone and got 2 new signings. They did all the fancy press and everything. And it was rather a quick signing at that. I'll let our analysts explain this one better than I could. Chad, why don't you start us off? Because North have chopping and changing in quite a big way here.
And in a way a lot of people wouldn't expect, right? Config getting put to the bench, which is just a surprise to everyone. Cajun, the backbone of the team, he was also thrown away.
To specify, not benched, straight up removed. Right?
Well, he was benched originally.
Okay.
And then picked up by Op.
Yeah, and then the
they
trade got
paid his
traded off.
fee.
Exactly,
okay,
right. But then we had coming in Mertz from the academy team. Now, he is a player that I got to see in DreamHack Winter, I think it was last year, playing with North, and he was like the star of the team. He was the AWPer getting it all done, so he was the direct replacement for Cajun. But then it was up in the air who they were going to get to replace Config. They were using Gade, but he was just also from the academy team. But it ended up getting Kirby with the backstab on Astralis last minute, coming on in, and he's back with his boy MSL.
Yeah. Jokes aside, though, Kirby's signing. I mean, Yanko, you've made it clear already that you kind of understand from both frontiers as to why Kirby would want to be playing in the North jersey.
Yeah, I mean, it came out of the blue. Top
Sure.
10 anime betrayals, that's for sure. But you can understand why the change was made, right? From Kirby's point of view, he feels like he's this star player whose potential hasn't been unlocked in Astralis. He had to be, you know, too rigid within the structure, just focus on certain things, while for North, things just weren't working out, you know, for whatever reason. I think the whole conflict situation is probably him more getting fed up with some of the other guys on the team and not wanting to be a part of that roster, so to speak. So that's the reason for him being benched. Then you need someone who's going to be pretty explosive, a star player for the team, and that's where their interest in Kirby suddenly arose.
There's surprising odds there from Betway, you know, making Na'Vi the heavy favorite. Sure, we've seen some fantastic things out of Na'Vi thus far throughout the tournament. The phase win is a big one. But to not have, to have North as, you know, underdogs in that kind of regard, for me, it's quite an even matchup still. North are in a honeymoon period as well. They have so much firepower. If, you know, AZ can go back to his previous form, Kirby can play with more aggression, a little bit looser. And Valder is the one for me who, during the summit, was the one standing out as the best player on North. So they're 3 guys who are all relatively young players in the scheme of things, who all have quite different, distinct roles within the team, who can all light it up. So I wouldn't have North as a huge favorite in that regard.
I wouldn't put Na'Vi as a favorite right now at all, in general, because you never know what you're going to get. They have been playing well individually, and that's why they've been winning games, but there's, you know, no formula for consistency there. So they might show up being the Na'Vi we've seen in the, I think, was it the qualifiers for Katowice or whatever that they played online, or they were disappointing. But if we get the same Na'Vi we did from the first 2 days, then they are the favorite.
And these is some of their results we get to see from Pro League. You can see how their first games have gone, as well as, of course, their results at the major. Top 4 finish for them, not only retaining legendary status, but also looking pretty damn good about it, flexing with their roster.
See, that major is a great example of a result being, you know, skewed by opponents and so forth. They weren't really dominant. Their best win in the groups was against Fnatic on Inferno. That was pretty dominant. Besides that, they beat QBF and then Sprout, also on Inferno. So I feel, and then in the quarters, obviously playing against QB Fire yet again. So, I mean, we're top 4 at the major, but who did you really beat? Fnatic in a best of 1, and that's it. So
I'd take it. I'd take that top
it's the same asterisk that, you know, you put next to Gambit's major win. The same kind of, but who did they play, though?
oh, come on. They beat Fnatic first in a best of 3, then Astralis. What do you want? Like, if you beat those 2 teams, then it's fine, you get Immortals.
Like,
It was the Immortals
They
semi-final.
beat Immortals, who were out getting drunk in the morning, apparently.
Whoa, prove it,
I
or...
don't know. I was being facetious. I'm not sure.
Memes aside.
Apologize.
Back into the North conversation just briefly, because it does sound like they're going to be getting to the server quite quickly, but I want to just address Mertz, this new addition from North Academy, and I want to pose the question, has MSL ever led with a truly flamboyant AWPer like Mertz? Mertz is the kind of guy that pushes underpass on Mirage CT side with an AWP. Like, this is the kind of
Nico was
style
relatively flamboyant, but probably not in
might be a
terms of
new
the same
string to
star
his
level.
He wasn't as aggressive
Yeah.
as these newer generation players are. He was pretty good, though. And for the first time they were playing, Glay was the in-game leader in Western rules. MSL wasn't in-game leader. So, yeah, not really. Not the likes of a guy who likes to, you know, jump around, run around, like the Drakens, the JWs, the Kenny S's, and so forth. So it's going to be interesting to see what does MSL do in terms of, does he let him continue with that play style, or does he want to maybe restrain him a little bit and do what MSL wants in terms of the game plan?
I mean, I'm sure he's going to be very excited to have that extra tool in his toolbox, which is, you know, not Cajun B holding a passive line. He's going to be able to perhaps cause some things that he otherwise couldn't.
I mean, it's also interesting to see how mostly he's been in the shadow of Kerrigan and Glaive in terms of having to, you know, having his players poached by Astralis. Now he's the one who poaches, you know, now he gets the chance to pick his players, basically. So the excuses are running out slowly, Alex, for MSL and North.
Oh, I like that. I hadn't even considered that suddenly the shoe is on the other foot. I like that a lot. Anyway, that is your analysts, and we're going to go ahead and start talking to our casters. Thank you, Yanko. Thank you, Chad. They've already made it clear that they think North is a bit of a question mark. MSL has players he's never had before, and he's finally done what he normally experiences. He's taken Astralis' player.
I haven't thought about that. That's actually a really good point. When he was back in Dignitas, he lost every single player to the Astralis guys, and now he is actually taking from them. It's quite nice in that respect. A bit of justice, I guess. But yeah, I feel like North definitely is a question mark going into this one. Na'Vi seems to be getting better and better. North, they did show themselves at the Summit event. It was reasonable showing, I think, all things considered. And I'm interested to see what they can do here. It's a great place to develop. We talked about that earlier in the Pro League. And hopefully we can see them get back to where they were, maybe at the beginning of like 2016 when they're actually winning events.
The weird thing is the highest peak they ever had was when they were still at Dignitas, when they went Epicenter. North never really accomplished much. Unfortunately, DreamHack Montreal was a bit lackluster in their victory. It was a bit hollow in that they only had to win one map against Immortals, who were rather, I don't know, under the influence the night before, hungover. I was trying to avoid saying hungover. I just made it sound worse.
Yeah.
But they didn't have to do much, is my point.
They had to win one map.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that was it. It was a very, that was a hollow victory for sure.
Yeah.
We'll look into this now. It's going to be 5 sets of armor on the North side. Remember, they've got Mertz and indeed Kiabi from Astralis.
But of course, I have to prove it, or you'll kill me.
Oh, that's true. We'll follow that thread later. It's going to be Mertz throwing things up, though. He's from the North Academy. It's great to see players like Golden, we just watched from Fnatic, and now Mertz from the Academy teams, showing they actually do work in some respects. They actually get a free transfer from North Academy. Envious Academy have done that as well, I believe, with their latest signing. So that's actually quite cool to see that all actually working out.
And obviously Fnatic and Golden, right? Like there's a bunch of. Did you say that?
I did say that.
Oh, okay, I missed that one. No, I did hear you say the other two, but you're right. There's lots more teams. It's great to see that system actually working, and that there is sort of aside from what we've seen with the ESEA and coming through the ranks of ESEA, there are other approaches that you can take to get to the top level now. You don't just have to grind yourself and show yourself and make it an impossible way of getting to the top teams. Now you can actually be a part of the system. There's a feeder series, if you will. That said, this pistol round is going all North's way. Look at Mertz, 3 kills. This guy I'm very excited to see. It's one of the first times I've gotten to see him in the flesh, although we're not in the flesh, but you understand what I mean in concept.
Yeah. Well, there we go. It looks like it should be a North round here. They've always been very well versed on train. Bomb will be planted for Flamey. There's actually some sort of reasonable success there. All things considered, that's a 4-on-2. You can still do a bit more with this, though. There we go. 2 kills with the Glock, excuse me, as we'll see him on 26 HP up against Mertz and AZ. And he actually has got somewhat of a chance here. If he finds one more kill, then this is definitely on. He does that. Mertz now holds his nerve. Apparently, this guy's very good. What I've heard, everyone, the word that you can describe him, I keep hearing the buzzword is aggression. He's very fast and a good AWPer, but he wins that round.
I mean, HLTV even did an article strictly about his aggression.
Yeah, well,
there we go. Assessing Mertz's aggression, I believe, was the title of it. You can look it up on hltv.org. http://
HLTV // well, full stop.
Full stop. Full stop. Not a period, not a dot. It's a full stop.
Full stop. And it will be .org there as well. And yeah, Mertz, great work. USP to open things up towards the side alley. Gets 4 in total. Flamey, though, great job. And they're going to do that simple purchase. You know what this means. 1 AK-47 for him. And yeah, this works so often. It's unreal. Like, I always say, like, oh yeah, sometimes it's pretty good and he can find maybe 1 or 2 kills, get the bomb down. They actually win pretty much every time he does this. So watch out for that.
I'm excited.
Yeah, it's normally Flamey.
Built me into this, Henry.
He drops the AKs, got all those kills. He'll buy armor and see what he can do.
So simple to work his way in. Very slowly, but surely with the AK-47. Flamey's dropped that to him. The Empress. I do like that skin, actually. I'm not going to lie. I think it's pretty cool. Not a big skins guy, but that one looks pretty sweet. Good position for Bolts. Goes to top. Tanker gets the off angle, but Simple does get the response. The AK still prevails, and he does so for free because he was the second man in the peak. The pistol was in front of him. It took the damage. It took the fall. In fact, they have fallen. One player more into the well because Edward and Electronic now have gone. Flamey still has the Deagle on the site, but his Deagle's more like a Beagle because it's all bark and no bite. As MSL wraps around, Zeus will fall as well. Simple still in it, but 1 versus 3. Bomb is planted. He's got the high ground. Doesn't have a nade to work with in this position and smoked off. Yeah, keep the AK. He's going to have to concede.
Well, Simple gets 2 kills. If he does save the AK, that's not the end of the world. You get the bomb down. He still gets money, of course, because the bomb was planted. So that's okay. And they can join him if they want. They can actually get a few more AKs. So they're in a very good position now. Na'Vi causing financial damage. As they get the bomb down, the inside bombs that didn't really work out for them. We'll have Scouts, MP9s, FAMASs, and the M4s there. We'll see whether Na'Vi want to go super aggressive. I'd like a fast round for them this time, just to kind of really do whatever they can.
Easy. Toward Ivy. Easy.
Easy, yeah.
You like that?
It's good.
Thanks, man. I like the English language. Good boost. Simple gets AZ down. He didn't think he was that far exposed, but just over the top of the server, Simple had the vision and makes good on it. So 2-0 start now as Zeus takes down Mertz. Gets Na'Vi in a perfect position. All the Kiarbi, MSL. Kiarbi, that's going to be another one to get used to as well. He did used to play in similar position to where he is now toward Quad, switching back and forth originally with Kerrigan. It didn't work as well as how Kerrigan played at the time with Cajun B in that spot when they swapped. But then when they brought in Glaive, things seemed to get better for Kiarbi in that spot. That said, MSL's got Electronic, so they're still in with a shout. Rotation toward B, and it's going to be Edward alone to try and sell it. Bomb goes to Pop Dog. It has pulled not only a bit more of a forward stance from Volda, who's exceptional in his own right, but it has put Kiarbi further towards Z Connector, so no longer at the front side of A, which is now where they go. Where he was, where they are. MSL's going to take down Simple, but traded out by Flamey, and Simple having already hit Kiarbi leaves Volda to rotate late. 3 versus 1, and Na'Vi looking like round in hand.
Yeah, Simple to such a god every single round. He's posting frags. 2 more for him there. They managed to bring it into a man advantage going towards outside. Focusing on the Ivy at the very start. Simple shots coming in. Simple takes down AZ. Is waiting for his opportunity to strike. And that should be North down to an eco now. They're a bit about next round. It's not the worst financial stature to find themselves in. They're going to have about, what, just under 3k per player. So take a full eco here. Buy up next round. But Na'Vi on the board. Certainly the favourites here, all things considered. We're watching them get better and better. North with a couple of adjustments, with 2 new players coming in. And they've got a new coach as well, Ave. From 1.6, so I'm not expecting him to have the key to success straight away. He might be able to help out with like the team chemistry and the kind of their mental attitude and all that sort of stuff, but he won't be able to bring a lot.
He'll still be assessing what he's got for troops.
Yeah,
at this point in time, he's still got to figure out what he's working with for tools. He's certainly got a hammer on Mertz. A driving force, but Simple's going to take down Volda. Pistol's not going to be able to accomplish much. They did do decent damage. I say not accomplish much. Did all right, all things considered, but it's still the round to Na'Vi. That really win. Certainly put a setback in the economy early enough that they were not able to work with guns this round on the CT side, but 2-2. Na'Vi can start to stretch their legs.
Well, there it is. A scout for Mertz. He is feeling confident. Hasn't got a kill since his amazing pistol performance. Scout comes out in a gun round. Will that be the key to success? We will have to find out as we get into fight here. Aggression, of course. That's a good call from MSL. I like that. You know, they're kind of touching at straws a little bit with the buy. Get 2 players towards the lower ramp. Nice and fast. Take down Edward, fall back. A lot of people know Edward does work those brown halls. Mertz is low, though. He'll fall back up the throne of smoke. Electronic already spotted it was clear. Mertz down here. Indeed, he does. Doesn't have to weapon the challenge, and as he hits the headshot. Going towards the backtracks here, but AZ 1 step ahead of them.
Certainly. Ready and waiting, but Electronic's got Volda, so the relentless pressure in that position still applies because AZ can't do anything to deny it. As Flamey will get Kiarbi, that works in from Quad. It opens up now Hell, having taken the backtracks ever so momentarily, and Quad to work with. So They've got a good position outside of the side of perimeter, but MSL, he's still trying to breach back upon it. It's one kill for him, and then AZ gets his invitation back to the round, back to the action. A 1 versus 1, and he sprays through a bullet further, and he would have had Flamey down. Bomb is in the favor of AZ, but it's really just a straight duel because both of them are jostling for the same position. I don't think he spotted Flamey's head. Now, ooh, did he? Yes, he did. Late to fire, but still finds it.
Good shot by AZ there. I thought Flamey would spot him at the same time, but apparently not. There was a corpse on top of the Ivy boxes there, so it'd always be a little bit challenging, but it still comes down to the 1 versus 1. North hardly stable in terms of their financial standings at this moment. It'll be Na'Vi to buy up. They get the AWP for Simple. This is where the game really starts rocking and rolling. Simple will have a full buy. Got the armor. Edward and Electronic down to just pistols, but they'll always force around Simple. If he wants to buy, they'll probably just go for it. He's going to go straight for that connector pick. Nails MSL, crossing over towards the E-box. And now wants a little bit more, seeing if anyone else will challenge him. And fall back. Mert's still on that scout. Yet to see him bring out the AWP. As he'll be looking towards main entrance now. He is feeling brave, the fact he even challenges that position. North have the lead for now, but for how long? KRB AK-47. Fresh signing from Astralis. I like this play though. 3 players towards the upper ramp, and only Valda to protect with the Famas here. That's a lot of damage. I see the burst fire being used there. That's quite cool to see.
Yeah.
He gets 1.
Maybe it's back. Maybe it is back.
Yeah, maybe.
Doubt it. Electronic still gets Valda down. Bomb to be planted for Na'Vi. Electronic's left on 10 HP after that exchange though, so he's certainly gonna have to play for information at this point, given how far forward he already is. In fact, he's going to drop down and play tanker. Good hold as he actually gets AZ. Flamey's added to it. Finally, he will go down as Kiari gets the kill, but he's got to back away. He's got to keep the AK on the CT side, surely. And now it'll go 3-3. So despite AZ's good efforts last round of winning a 1 versus 1 duel, it's going to put a lot of pressure onto North financially as they're going to have to give this one up, and Na'Vi certainly has money to work with still.
3-on-1, and Kiabi will get 1 more player. That's going to be Flamey. I don't think he has any grounds to even attempt a victory here. The bomb does go off. Zeus should have really got that kill. Can't find the shot, and it will be Kiabi to save the AK-47 and still cause a little bit of uncomfortable situation there for Na'Vi overall. In fact, they only had 1 player surviving when it should have been 3. And there's a pause coming in here. Who called it? We'll find out. Time will tell. Might be technical at this point. Maybe it's by North just to work out whether they want to force around this. They've got 1 M4 for AZ and Calby with the AK-47. What is the play?
The play is to win, Henry.
That's
but
your
how
strategy.
do we do that?
We're going to use the win strategy, guys.
The win strategy. Invest in SpaceX.
Tactical timeout for North, indeed. So they've got that weapon saved. The money's not completely broken, so they're working out who's going to win with this one. Will it cause a catastrophe? We'll find out. They have got all in. Eagles, CZs, M4, and that saved AK. Far from ideal, but when there's a will, there's a way. And Kiabi's feeling aggressive. That's nothing for him. Zeus and Flamey take 2 kills. That should be round. Just north of 1 player towards inside. MSL, best he can hope for is a trade here. If that's the case, can't even manage that. 3 players down inside, and that's going to be the round over. AZ's want to save that M4A4. Bomb will be planted momentarily. It's a bit of an inside stack there, but Flashbang did nothing for North at the very start. Simple will have the bomb, I believe. Indeed he does. That will go down. He's going to wait for someone else to plant it. This is actually quite smart. The fact they're not planting and waiting to see if they can find the others first. So it's like, let's use this time to hunt them instead of planting the bomb and letting them save. Now it does finally go down. And just Mertz. And he's got Edward coming towards him. He'll hide behind the server, I'd imagine, if he has time. Misses the first shot, but nails the second. He'll get an AK out of that. And a Molotov. Runs towards T-spawn. Be lucky to survive this. Saying that, Electronic 2 HP coming to find him. Onto the dumpster. He probably does save him.
He might get away with this spot.
Electronic so low near him, I don't think he has
Grounds to push.
the grounds to
Even if he
consider
does, he
it.
goes down. The only chance then is that Flamey gets there fast enough. But yeah, you're right. He's not going to push. So AK saved. And North now in a really tight situation. I thought they would be worse off last round. They certainly are this time. So sit back with the 1 AK. Thankfully saved as a result of it. And Navi's not out of the woods. Their money's not amazing, to be fair. Steven Mertz says it's not. Shook his head no.
Well, he does save the AK. Doesn't buy up anything else. He's the AWP, and he's yet to have one in round number 8. 4-3 down after winning the pistol. He'll boost Mertz up on the ticket booth here in the connector. Good position to be in. Not for long, though. Molotov in. Here it comes. Flaming back and allow MSL to potentially peek. Just that, and they'll take him down. Nice shot for USP. Difficult to get that sort of damage, especially at that range. Managed to get double dink and come out on top. It won't last for long. Simple is mad. Oh my god. What is he like?
What is he made of, my man?
He's an absolute beast, isn't he? Every single play he makes is just perfect. He just knows what's going on. He's like a Counter-Strike robot. Sent from the future.
Well, be careful, because being called a bot in Counter-Strike is not actually a good thing.
No, he is a fragging
Machine.
He's a cyborg. Half man, half server.
Computer. There's a third half in there. Mertz takes down Simple. He's got Mertz to try and get toward Zeus as well, but he'll walk in from Pop Dog. You're right. He's yet to have the AWP. That's a bit of a problemo.
Pretty sick stuff.
Scusi, sir, in problemo.
It's simple. Watch this. Like, he gets his first shot right. Pulls out the deagle. He's like, I know you're coming. Bye.
That is absolutely sick.
See you later.
That is ridiculous. That's the crosshair placement, like, perfect as well.
It's like not even a doubt in his mind someone's going to be there. Well, there we go. 5-3. Simple, of course, top fraggy. Top fragged every game he's on. I think he's got to be one of the most consistent top-tier players we have. Like, it's unreal. We're going for a little bit of spam there. Goes on top of that. Green, red and blue trains. Lazy trying to hold them off at Ivy once again. They have got the AWP for the first time first, but Lazy's gone already. Through the smoke. Molotov thrown. That's going to be an easy pickup, and Mertz, I was just about to say, has no armor to work with. Not a huge deal on train, actually, so very long-range map. He can play very defensively. No nades will come near him. The idea on train is you position yourself where no one's going to be looking. Lots of little angles to hide behind, especially the back tracks if required. So now Na'Vi will just hold up. They've got the initial pick. That's Zeus's bread and butter. If he can find that, slow things right down. They still have their utility. They can go for an execution. They want to bleed out the CTs first, though. Make sure they use all their utility. 2 smokes remaining. No diffuse kits, just a note. So Valda trying to get some intel towards the lower ramp.
Zeus is still waiting to try and get down Pop Dog. Little flash, bounce, MSL sprays in, second flash as well. It'll do some damage, but Zeus takes down both MSL and Kiarby with the second flash. Well orchestrated and well struck from Na'Vi. They'll walk in. Tactical, Henry? Oof. That's their weakness as of late, but Na'Vi's looking solid so far against North.
They are. They're looking very good. I think this is promising. I won't get too excited yet. I want to see this at a big LAN event, you know. I'm sure we'll see them at Starladder shortly. And that starts on Sunday. Mertz will get 1 consolation frag, yet to really do anything. Zeus with 3 kills, just to note. Not usually a big fragger in this team. He's going for the ace right now. He knows where Mertz is. He's got no armor. He's going to try and spray through. He wants blood as he pushes up. It's rare for Zeus to get an ace in the gun round. Let's see if he can get it. He really wants it. It's going to be close, and Matthew, he's done it.
That's
5
amazing.
kills.
Zeus with an ace.
Yeah.
Lead by example. He's got the up carried over. He's got 10K. He's absolutely killing it.
Yeah.
Double flash. This is pretty good, too. They both make noise, too, and they don't know when to look away. Just wrecks them both.
Yeah, that's really cool. 6-3, another eco. Mertz can't get rolling with the AWPs. They're going to have the spotlight on him, I'm afraid. That's the deal when you come into the top tier. A lot of people are going to be working out whether you're cut out for it. Down here, Simple will find him, if not Flamey. Molotov towards Hell, and Kiarby presumably just hides in the corner. Simple is just all mad, isn't he?
A mad one.
Yeah.
You just sounded so British.
Sometimes it comes out.
Yeah. Electronic takes down Kiarby, though, so he's got a say in it as well. He's quietly going about business as Volda gets him back, though, with the CZ-75 at range. Watch AZ. AZ tags out Flamey. Zeus is low enough that it could have been interesting, but they'll hold true, and Simple will do. It's 7-3. And I have to pee. I just wanted the rhyme. But someone does, apparently, because they've left the server, so we've got a technical timeout.
They're out of there. They did not want to stick around.
It's actually electronic.
Well, maybe he's going to get a gin and tonic. Who knows? But he will be.
Maybe they should just sub in Zonic.
Want to go supersonic with electronic. One player leaves. And Na'Vi look very good at this point, and we'll see if they can continue this monstrous run they're having, especially Zeus, 5 kills in a gun round. Quite rare to see. You can see him desperately trying to make that last kill. He's just like, it's there. I can't miss this one. I've got 3 minutes left. Please, please. And it just about came in. It was like one more bullet. He was about to go down, but congratulations to him for a lovely ace there. 2 kills with Pop Dog, and then came a wreck from inside as well. 7-3, money starting to stabilize. The first time Mertz had the AWP and armor, and we're in round number 11. That is not good. But let's see if he can step up. I think he's got 7 kills right now. Oh, he's got 7%. KRB 3 and 9. And Simple seems to know what's available to him every point. It's like, oh, there's a little gap here. Mertz seems to have found one. Get 1 kill, make it a double.
We go.
That's the aggression we've been talking about right up at the server. Manages to get 2.
EWP finally in his hands. So it's working for him. He's going to try and hold from green toward A main now as Edward swing it back around at Brown Halls. March is going to stay at Ivy for now. Flashing himself back in. He's constantly moving. He's not willing to be patient to hold an angle, is he? Just wants to see everything and anything. Take matters into his own hands.
Simple still has time. 45 seconds. Waiting for his moment to strike. Give him an inch, he'll take a mile every single time. Kiabi gets flashed in. Quiet game from him so far. Doesn't spot anything towards main entrance, but certainly has don't find any more. Simple will get 1. Flash through. It goes down in the flames. 3 versus 2 now. Lots of damage inflicted. Time ticking away. 25 seconds. Mertz hungry for more kills here as he looks towards the entrance. He'll be smoked out for now, and Flamey knows it. Hoping to catch him on the retreat level. Good play. Kiabi, and he gets the double. The 180 spin leaves Valda from the Pop Dog. And Simple was brave. He had the bomb. I guess he had to go. That's the round done. No way he can even plant now. Valda knows it. And that's going to be it. 5 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Round done. Not the cleanest of rounds for North after getting the first 2 opening picks, but they'll take it.
Flamey did well. Baited out. Mertz knew exactly where he was. Took the other kill first. But North get the round on the board 7-4 on the CT side of Train. So Mertz and AZ are going to have to use Clarity on the FAMAS. Let's just call it the FAMAS. Zeus will watch Brown Hall, see if there's anyone going to be pushing up through beats. Valda and MSL that have been playing in that position and will continue to do so. No op again after the last round for Mertz. Couldn't get back to it, having let time expire. Question is, can his rifle get going? Because he's certainly going to have to get used to that. North are most successful when they go 5-0 off pistols. Most teams, I'm sure, are, but they have the highest statistics of win rate in those situations. When they don't win pistols and get behind, seldom get back into the game. So it's going to be a very tall order for them. Valda, Mertz, good kills. They've done well in this round. Bomb will be dropped temporarily, and Mertz now has his AWP and just barely gets back up the ramp before Zeus sees his shin as well.
3 on 2. Mertz surely gets that kill. Perfectly executed there. Takes down Flamey. But Zeus behind enemy lines. No bomb for himself, but hoping to find a player in transition here. He doesn't really know where he should be looking. It's all over the place right now. Kiabi down. Didn't even want to wait to see what was available. Luckily, nothing else. Gets 1. 30 seconds now. They know exactly where he is. Fortunately, though, for Zeus, they're both outside, so he can actually get the bomb. He just doesn't realize it yet. That Molotov's actually going to be a little bit too shallow, I think. As he throws it in. You can see, like, he wasn't really sure what he had to do with that one. Threw the Molotov, then smoke out, and he was just taken down straight away, unfortunately for Zeus. 7-5. Round number 13. What comes out for Simple. Electronic will be on the UMP this time. Simple back on the AWP. Flaming.
It's a cool knife. I like that texture. Freehand. Gordon Freehand.
Exactly.
It's an homage to him. Mertz with the op once more, gets to the corner. Edward jumps down, but to the stairs and not any further. Won't go around the corner. He will not face. But we all know what Mertz in that position does. It means kind of like Banana on Inferno that you're anchoring, and the rotations. By the way, Inferno comes up next in these out of these two maps, but you can rotate off and get more aggressive on A. That's gone well for them so far because Kiabi already with a kill.
That's not bad at all. Kiabi on his towards main entrance takes down Edward, who's having a very quiet game. Now they're in recovery mode. We do know Na'Vi likes to play slow.
Mertz is still waiting. How much questions can we see? Okay, well, they baited out the shot. They know he's there. It means they can now deal with him accordingly. And they'll take Brown Halls immediately after. So good read from Na'Vi. I have to wonder if they just expect Mertz to be that aggressive.
Well, we'll have to look. It's going to be the inside execution. There's smokes on the lower ramp towards connector. Upper ramp, Molotov the bomb site. And see whether you can get in. There's the smoke at the upper. Mertz, ready and waiting.
MSL sliding through. Gap in the smoke means Mertz has a shot. Zeus will make sure he makes do on it. Simple's got in position. Mertz won't be able to find him, and Simple's hoping someone will get aggressive to the front of the site. They've got to go back. It's a typical Na'Vi blunder. They have no time.
Yeah, they can't win. And it is classic
take a
Na'Vi
shower.
blunder, isn't it? No time to do anything. And you just run out of time with 3 players alive. It happens so often, especially on train.
Inferno used to be the other map that they were horrible at it. They would sit in Banana, sit, and then suddenly have 15 seconds left and try and execute. Couldn't make it happen. So that's 2 rounds now that have run out of time, and given the rounds to North as a result, it puts us in a situation where North are now just 1 round behind it, 7-6. At 7-6, a fantastic chance. Because on top of winning those rounds and closing the gap, they leave 3 guns up, but 2 players without any money. Or much of it, I should say.
3 players survived. Can they bounce back? It's a really decent half already on the east side of track. This is a very decent side of map. So we're looking much more dominant though in the early few rounds. But it is impressing me, I have to say, like in terms of his prowess with the AWP and how calm he looks in these aggressive situations. It seems like he's landing most of his shots. Not like one of those crazy aggressive players that's always flicking and relying on the highlight reel frags. Actually seems like it's all quite calculated. Round number 14, the last couple here. Back towards inside. This is what they wanted to do. They're doing it much earlier this time. And this will be the smoke towards upper, like we saw before. So we'll be waiting on top of the bomb train. This can be such a strong position if done correctly. Wants to be throwing it simply now, and that's going to force Simple back. They have been stifled once again. Is this just bait into it? Good smoke from MSL. Buys them a bit more time. All 5 players towards the brown hall, so you have lost map control everywhere.
Yeah, it's not going well in that regard. But
back they go.
Exactly. They're going to try something different now. They haven't got the anchor toward the top of Brown Halls, but Mertz being aggressive certainly limited them in that regard, and now they're not getting anything toward Ivy as well. It's passive from both sides, to be fair. Yeah. So as much as they don't have map control, there's not a ton of information for North to work with either.
Now they've only got 35 seconds to execute and get that bomb down. They've got 1 smoke. Here's the 1 smoke. Not used yet. Added in towards connector. They're just going to run out main. This is the big strap. Here we go.
The big strap. You sound so pleased. Henry's impressed.
We can see what this is. It's useless, isn't it? They're just running out to an orb with no smokes down.
Well, the passive play, as you said, with time, as it were, has worked. They will get a plant, but good luck beyond that. Simple has his AWP. Edward's going to need to at least hit 1 with a deagle, surely. Simple doesn't make good on the first shot. Deagle has to land now. Can't. Simple 1 versus... Oh! Make it out 2! He had it from a 1 versus 3. He got a kill beforehand, so effectively he's going to have to get 4 and 5 in total. Now that the bomb has gone down, I think the flank is going to be too swift. He's certainly lost the track of it, though, Mertz, but he's got the angle still MSL, and it does go the way of North 7-7.
Well,
if Simple had won that.
Well, yeah, with Simples on your team, there's always a chance, isn't there? They just run out of the main entrance and they get orbed twice, and it just looked like it was an absolute calamity. But Simple starts hitting shots to the AWP. Of course, there's always going to be a chance. He does get 3 in total, but not enough to win the round. Nice work by him. He's bouncing around the ladders, hitting absolutely everyone, it seems. So good with that orb. 7-7. North homing in on winning the half here. Last round of the first. Galil's AK-47s, no orb for Simple. And they tried to give the inside execution, but completely wrecked by the counter grenades by North. So they had to make that pretty average attempt at outside. Edward will bounce across, look for any aggression on the lower ramp.
So, as Flamey tries to find an effort inside of the site. It's North that hold the cards in the last round. 5 AKs and a Galil, though, mind you, with a bit of smoke. Gives a chance to Na'Vi. Very passive once more for North. Mertz with the AWP, not toward Ivy this time. It's actually going to be the second op of AZ, and he's playing very passive. In fact, if he went towards server now, he might be able to get a shot. No, Kirby's going to try and support that. Smokes are down. Mertz is still holding from Zed. So he's able to swing his aim that direction, but that leaves a lot to be desired at the front of the site without information as he's approaching. Good hold from Kirby. That allows the crossfire, but AZ can't land it. And Electronic now means, winning that duel means winning the territory for Kirby's attention as well, because he has to stay and watch it. He does try and slide out to catch Simple, but he's aware that Kirby is locked in that angle. And Electronic will then slide out and capitalize on Mertz. Very well executed from Na'Vi. Everything went procedurally in order. And it's all to take Flamey, but he's in a 1 versus 3, and Na'Vi managed to win the half at 8-7.
Well, there it is, 8-7. Na'Vi will be winning the half on the T side of Train. Looking quite good for them. North, though, bouncing back. Like we said, Mertz will be under the microscope here today, especially by myself. I haven't really got to watch him play just yet. And yeah, he is impressing when he has the orb. It is quite good, but only had it towards the real end of the game. Lots of aggressive plays, lots of pushes. That's what we came to expect from him. He actually looks really quite calculated as well. I think he could be onto something there. See why they picked him up, but Simple, he's just on another level to everyone, isn't he? Unbelievable rounds from him every single game. He doesn't have one of those games like, oh, well, Simple didn't show up today. I can't remember the last time I said that. Like, every game, even when they get wrecked, he's got like 20 frags. Of course, he's at the top. 18 kills for him. Mertz not far behind, though. Finished on 50-9 in the first half. Maybe a young star for the future. 70 kills, 8.
I would say not too distant future.
Yeah, I think 2018 could be his year. You know, like, just seeing this map, I think this is actually quite exciting. Like, he's handling himself well against one of the world's best orbers. It's Simple, so that's cool.
When he has the op, that's been
when he has the
one
orb,
of the
course.
issues.
But he's still got 1 less orb kill than Simple. He barely had it, so
it's true.
Still promising. 18 kills Simple. Edward 2-11. He is having a rough one out there. And AZ 4-11. Electronic and Valda. Zeus and Kiyabi 11-8. Flamey 13. MSL 11. 100 ADR. For the young Ukrainian.
That'll do. Donkey.
This is the first map between these two. Train, a pretty good map for both of them. I don't think North had a ton of time to prepare. Obviously, with a new coach, 2 new players. They went to the summit, but that would have been wouldn't be very successful practice.
That's just
for
a
them.
notebook. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just like you're just going to do what you can there. They had some good results. Definitely got quite deep in the lower bracket. Followed that tournament too closely, I won't lie to you.
Quick reconnect for an Avi player, just to give you an insight as to why we're sitting here waiting, divulging in our conversation. Betting odds were closer than I might have expected, given all those changes for North. I think there's a lot of hype behind North right now, to be honest, though. A lot of people get hyped to see the new rosters. To be fair, this is one of the rosters I'm most hyped to see. You get Kiarbi back, and you get Mertz on the op. It's certainly promising. Config out. That was a lot of talk, I think.
It was weird, wasn't it? He was certainly the star player of North.
He had the potential to be the star, and he took a lot of social media attention with his talk, but his stats were very inconsistent.
They were. He was still in the conversation of being one of the best players of 2017 when he was on form, when the team was doing well. Definitely one of the best players in Denmark, and it was just, I guess it was more of an internal thing, I would imagine, than it was his performances. I don't think they removed him because of bad play, because if anyone would be going first, I'd probably say like maybe AZ for me would be on the chopping board next.
Sure.
But like Config, maybe it's more of an internal thing. They had disputes inside. I don't know. I think the social media thing might have played
Partly.
Partly
I
into it,
think
like,
some
it
of
would
his
be part of
teammates
the-
didn't
I
love
think,
that
like-
he was constantly
Yeah,
putting
but the thing
pressure
is,
on them in
it
that
puts a lot
regard.
of I'd feel that's pressure for me when he's going out and saying, "Oh, we're going to wreck you today."
Yeah, now I
all
have
this
to
stuff.
suddenly. Yep.
It makes. I do think that does apply somewhat of pressure to you. Like, I'm not going to say that's the reason at all, but I think that made me uncomfortable.
No, I get what
thinking-
you're saying entirely.
Yeah,
I think it's
like-
justified.
It's a bit embarrassing sometimes, I guess. But there we go. 87. Just one player reconnecting. Best time for it to happen is at halftime, I guess.
That is true. Yeah, it could be much worse. We could be sitting here for hours upon hours waiting for a round to be medicked. That's not actually how long it takes. But yeah, I'm quietly optimistic of this team.
Well, they play against Mouse Sports next week, so it's a top-tier opposition. There's much time to practice. I'm not sure if they're going to start at that. So it's not next week, sorry. It's a couple of weeks after the Pro League. Obviously, we have the break first.
That's right. We've got
They
Star
play-
Ladder Katowice.
They play each other in March 6th, I think. But it looks like everyone's on the server. I saw them all respawning. The never-ending circle of Counter-Strike.
Global
Relentlessly
offensive.
spawning over and over again. These poor little soldiers.
Poor little soul. It's Groundhog Day every day.
Yeah, every 2 minutes there. Whoa, what just happened there?
That was actually one of the jokes in Red vs. Blue when it first came out.
Yeah.
What a great show. They did so well with that.
Before, it was pre-YouTube, wasn't it?
It was, yeah, I think it was pre-YouTube, Rooster Teeth, and then they got... Bungie liked it so much they actually got access to their own version of the game to create better CGI.
That's cool.
Yeah, it's super good. That show's really, really good.
Well, there we have it.
The plot's actually really good too. It takes a few seasons to get into because you can tell the show was developing as they did it. It was like a joke at first, and then it got really good.
Yeah, you got like proper like narratives and like.
Yeah,
like,
it was
storylines
super,
going
super
on
solid.
and
I think it was better than the actual Halo story.
Well, either way, we're back in the second half, ladies and gentlemen. It will be 5 sets of armor for Na'Vi, and for North, 3 of those, 2 smokes, 1 flash, an upgraded pistol for Valda, and for MSL. I missed that one. And they'll be going towards inside. For now, at least, they're going to always rotate back through Pop Dog, of course. So it's not set in stone. Flame will be waiting at the connector. That's a very common smoke spot. Smokes have been deployed, though. Is it all a fake? Those are towards outside. Connector, and it looks like it might be. This is just MSL and co. Trying to pull everyone out towards outside is working. If they get 1 kill, that'll be great. But now the CT is aware Zeus has called, the bomb will be planted. Lots of damage inflicted. That's great from MSL. Managing to get those smokes down, pull all the rotations in, do headshots. Didn't find a kill, sure, but now they can pull back and help their teammates out. 5-on-5 bomb down definitely favors North there.
Well, they need the rounds.
Oh, maybe not.
Keep the momentum. Yep, Simple Electronic, the explosive duo. We're hoping that they turn into the explosive duo, to be fair. As MSL will get 1 back, but Zeus still in it as well. Has the advantage. It's all to Kiarbi. He's so far removed as well from the bomb. They're already on it. The defuse is already happening. This round's over. So North, sure, it favored them, but they just got absolutely wrecked by Na'Vi.
Perfect strategy as well. You can't look back on that and think, oh, we need to kind of adjust this strat. The fact you got the bomb down with 10 players alive, that suggests the tactic went absolutely to plan. And they managed to get 2 headshots as well. They can't convert that to victory, only 1 kill coming out of it. I'm afraid that's just not good enough. I think the fact they got the bomb down that early, may need to capitalize a little bit more with their aggression. They were holding a little bit too far back, and the USPs have the range advantage. Either way, they'll go for AKs in the 3rd. Kiarbi does stay alive in the previous round, has the USP and armor. See what he can do with that. He might have been better off getting a deagle this round, just to kind of take advantage of that armor. Plus down the USP, pretty useless against helmets, but they'll drop down at Pop Dog right now. It is a full eco, just a note. Not a single dollar invested.
Save your pennies.
Ideally,
If you
get the
take
bomb
care of your pennies, the dollars will take care of themselves.
down. Yeah, we'll see that.
That's what my bank manager told me once.
And you were like, look, I've got to look after race cars right now.
Exactly. Yeah. If I take care of my race car, people won't steal it again.
Yeah.
Simple takes down Valda. And that's another, I think, 4K for Simple, if I'm not mistaken, at that point in time. So, yeah, it's just a metal object that consumes all of my money.
Scout comes out for Simple. And this is certainly a bonus round for them. Scout for him, but like he's got 24 kills. Don't worry, he's going to be balling with that. It won't be a problem, I assure you. We'll see what he can do. As Edward and Zeus have the UMPs. All right, Zeus, don't flash yourself. And he'll fall back. It was a smoke. Maybe it was a T's flashbang. I'm not sure. And he'll drop an incendiary. They'll have to push through. That's a very fast approach from North. He's classic MSL. Road is kind of round in once every 5 rounds or so. Looks like it's going well for now, but Flamey's still alive. We'll be looking for that backtrack. A's needs to get 2 here. Can't do it. Gets 1, but still, it's a 2 versus 2. Lesser weaponry for the C team. Kiabi comes in, tries to heat him with the smoke. Doesn't actually work out for him. Didn't get the plant down. Took a ton of damage there. And it will be now advantage, maybe towards Navi as the bomb's not planted. Edward, very quiet game from him so far. Spots Kiabi. Can't land the killing blow just yet. Simple, M4A4 now, drop the scout. Bomb will be planted, so they know exactly where one is. And Simple, how is he that good? He snaps into his head. I ask myself
that every single day. The guy is ridiculous.
That's nuts, and presumably he just comes out and styles the valve up. Yep, there it is. He's unreal, this guy. 1 HP, not a problem.
If Navi has a good year, he's easy top 3 player. He was 8th this year. He thought that was too high given 1 HP. Given that they didn't win anything substantial, and it was obviously Fur that took over the 3rd spot. But I think skill-wise, Nico and Simple are unparalleled. Cold is the better all-arounder still, but man, oh man, he's good. Such a pleasure to watch. 7 to 11 in favor of Navi CT side. It's got a quick pace to this game, to be fair. A few rounds timed themselves out, but
yeah, well, MSL rushing inside a couple of rounds in a row, that's going to speed things up for sure. This is our 3rd game of the evening. Pro League has taken it up a notch. You get 6 maps a night. Call it 12 if you want, with the B stream going on as well. And then you have the NA straight after. It's non-stop Counter-Strike.
Yeah, and it really is. Where else can you find this much action?
All the games, all the players, all the frags, all the casters, they've got everything. Got it on lockdown. 3 days a week. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. Apart from next week and the following. Then we come back. And all the Counter-Strike resumes.
It does indeed. And for good reason. Because, I mean, even with, when you say it resumes, there's a lot going on in that time that's Counter-Strike related. Because then we really accelerate the season toward the finals. The Season 7 finals. Simple, still looking for a shot toward Ivy. No one presenting anything to him, so it's not going to be found easily. Very patient this time from North. Watch that shoulder from Kiarbi. If Simple's there at the right time, could spell disaster. The op for Simple, still looking, and he's got it easy. Well timed on the peak. Second one as well. Volda just walks into it. Wishful thinking, perhaps. I'm not sure what he expected. As Edward takes down MSL, the smoke was not to bloom. It was all too easy to get that shot for Simple on the second approach. Edward closing it out. Smirts the last to fall, 12-7.
Oh, Simple. What have you done? 28 kills, 9 deaths.
Get out of the server. You're too good.
Yeah.
Stop smurfing.
Can you imagine if he joined anything like FaZe? Like
who would he replace?
Carrigan just goes out, and he said, you know what, we're just going to have 5
insane fraggers
on the server. Let's see what
Is that even fair? Like that's when we need like a salary cap era, you know, to level out the playing fields.
Yeah, it's that for me. Like I just want to see the world burn. I want to just see that happen.
The world burn.
It's like see what happens.
That's like jumping the shark though, because then like everyone's just like, well, I know who's going to win this week. I'm not going to tune in.
Yeah. But still, like, if you just say, we're not even going to do tactics. We're just going to do strat roulette at the start of each game.
Strat roulette.
Every round, let's do that. So, right.
I'd watch
Negatives into B.
Negatives. Man, oh man, that would just be foolish. Foolish.
12-7. Navi looking very, very strong. Well, Simple is. And we'll see. It must be such a nightmare for the analysts. They're talking about all the strats and stuff.
Simple just tears up the sheet and throws it back at them.
The matter is, it's just like this. Simple.
It's like a Craig Ferguson interview.
I'm not going on about it, but he's just wrecking them. He is just absolutely single-handedly destroying them. every single round. Okay, Electronic and Edward. Electronic's supposed to be one of the star fraggers. He's got 4. Okay, he reconnected. I'll actually take that back. Edward, 5 kills. Like, he doesn't have to do anything. The simple is just taking every single frag. Electronic did jump out.
It's pretty unreasonable. It's like a Craig Ferguson interview where you prep and then you sit down at his desk on the late night show or late show, whatever he used to have, and he just rips up the paper and says, well, we're doing it live. It's like, all right, fair enough. Do your thing.
Execution here. North. Really, they're going to burn Flamey. Good flashbang combo there. I like that, but Simple. Oh, God, he's waiting for them. That's going to send them packing back towards B. Quick, he's not there. Go inside. That's the only place, and Zeus can't find a frag. This is their chance now. Once they have a read as to where he is, it could work out in their favor. The bomb not planted, though. Finally, it goes down. Kiabi has to hold strong here. Can only find one. Valda is in the backtracks at the B bomb site. If he goes... Oh, okay, Edward could just defuse here if he wants to, but he whiffs a couple of shots and probably doesn't win this round now. Both of them on ladders. This? What? Okay, I didn't think Edward stood a chance there, but there it is. Well played. It seemed like Valda had him done for that. He didn't really have to face that at all, but gives an opportunity. Both of them missing shots, and Edward comes out on top. It's going to be round number 13 in favor for Na'Vi. Lost bonus out of control now for North. The bomb going down, they can keep buying. I love that decision, though. You just saw it from North. As soon as Simple fired the shot towards Pop Dog, they was like, go inside right now. Yep. Whatever happens,
get away from him.
Get in there. And that was kind of funny to watch. But there you have him. Zeus. Actually, it seems like Na'Vi made adjustments. Remember, it's always Flamey playing inside for Na'Vi. It's now Zeus.
Ooh. Oh, Simple. God. That's so fast. Like, looks to the stairs and realizes, oh, hang on, to my left. Let me just press that auto button in my robotic arm. Yeah, this is ridiculous.
Yeah, but as I said, Flamey was always playing inside, so a lot of teams have kind of readjusted after the major, changing their setup. So Zeus now, you can see he's full-time anchor. It was always Flamey for them inside. So
I think there's going to be a lot of changes having to come Na'Vi's way, though. I think part of the problem was that Electronic didn't come to form immediately when he joined the team. And I want to believe that Zeus was focusing on how to implement him first, and now they'll start to work as a unit. But that's just wishful thinking, perhaps, on my part. Or at least it could be. So, boost up top to the garbage to set for the execution toward A. You're right, Simple was at B. Let's go A. Well, guess what? He's already one-upped them. He's rotated all the way around. He's at Ivy now with the AWP, so he'll be able to see A main. He'll be able to see Ivy on the take. Not likely they're going to head that direction given the positions right now. But A main certainly a possibility with the woke wall of smoke. The woke small down.
Woke small.
As MSL gets found by Simple, he elevates himself above it. He still finds angles. He knows there's another one toward A main, but Edward has that kill instead. Watch Valda. He's in great position to take down Edward. Simple tries to spray through the smoke to get him. What a shot, but Simple does go through the smoke and gets him.
Of course. Why not? 3 more kills for him. What's your now? 32?
32.
Okay. What can they do?
Disconnect.
14-7. They have 2 pauses remaining, a tactical timeout. They didn't get the bomb down there, so yes, maximum loss bonus. They probably have enough, like 3 AKs, maybe a couple of grills or pistols. They need to work out what the players there. With 14-7 down, I think they need to force buy. It's too close to match point. They can't allow Na'Vi to get 15 here, so they have to go all in and see what they can do. This could be one of the quicker games this evening. I thought this one could be quite closely contested, but it's certainly gone quiet. I can see the AKs coming out there and spawn. I'm sure you can as well. What have they got? Looks like they've at least got 3 of them. So yeah, 3 AKs, 2 Galils, barely any utilities, 4 smokes, Mert's nothing. He's also got no helmet. So, can they keep the dream alive? That nade's going to do a ton of damage, I think. Well, not too much, didn't go quite close enough. Too deep on the angle. And not as commit towards outside. Yeah, though, he's got the call. Good shot by Kiabi, though. That's an opening. First time they had the advantage in quite a while.
Good shot from Simple. Up close as always. MSL goes down. Bomb still planted on this finally. And they'll get Simple down. I hope, perhaps, to make it 7 to 8. Excuse me. Turn 7 into 8 to 14 to 8 is what I was trying to say. Is Flamey and Zeus the last 2 alive. Mertz, AZ, Valda, Kiabi. Those are the heroes the North need right now.
Definitely. 4-on-2. Zeus and Flaming doing what they can, but looks like it's going to try and cause financial damage to exiting players here for Zeus. Just getting anything he can. It is worthwhile. They win the next round. With the money they've got, that's definitely a possibility. And they will cause a full reset. Valda doesn't need to look for them. They've got... Actually, it's not as strong as you'd think on the Na'Vi side. They will have enough for a full buy, but it's going to be a chance for North to get in here if they can win this one. Not over just yet, it seems. We're going to round number 8. AZ, 7 and 18. Very quiet showing from him.
Shot looking down toward A main. Simple stands in the flames to try and land at 53.
He hit him. So there we go.
Got him on 18. AWP for Mertz to go back in even still. Tripping over each other. He's trying to find the shot.
It's clumsy from North.
Novi's just wrecked them. 15 to 8, and this is going to be a reset. Valda's got no chance in this.
They couldn't decide if they're going for a slow default or a fast outside push. They got caught in flames, took nades to the face. It was very sloppy. And Valda will be left in a 5 versus 1. No way he wins this. Can we just bring up the money quickly and have a look at their residual cash? Yeah, so they're going to get 1,400 each next, and it's not going to be great. They're going to be really clutching. They'll have like Deagles and a couple of AKs. Valda just holds on to the AK. Has to look towards 2 angles. They seem to know. Valda will get the shot. Maybe not. Edward finds match point. And Edward is holding the pop dog. You can see how messy this must have looked from his PO. There's one there. I think he has 2 more now. They're not even looking. The communication's a bit off. Just completely owns them. And yeah, so 1 AK. And that's it, and 4 pistols. They've got 7 rounds in a row required just to take us to overtime. Not looking too good. I'll take it with a pinch of salt. Remember, North still establishing himself. New coach, 2 new players. Didn't really get a ton of time to practice. They went straight to the summit with a new lineup. And Zeus will get fully flashed by the T's. But AZ, he only did like 20 damage there. Like, he's had such a quiet game so far. He's got to capitalize on those kills. A fully blind CT in front of you. Got the CZ about 2 meters.
There's no more excuses for AZ anymore after all the recent changes.
Yeah.
Let me just say that. Towards the
don't get me wrong. When he's good, he's fantastic.
Oh, but it's so few and far between.
Yeah. That's why I keep thinking that he's the player that's going next. Like, I'm sure he brings a lot to the team. He seems like a very calm guy. But yeah, the performances recently have not been great. 1 minute remaining, inside execution, desperation here as Electronic has pushed Ivy. He's got all the intel in the world. They've got 3 players inside. They know what's coming. This should be it. I don't see a world where North win this round. Good flank coming in. Emerson will get 1 at least, but Edward still alive, dancing around the bomb with the AK-47. That's the 1 AK gone. Still a 3-on-3 as the bomb is planted. Is there any utility to deny that plan? Doesn't look like it. This kill might come in. Not meant to be. AZ once again missing out on the kill. He had the advantage on 3-on-1. MSL now dead. That will be the first map going in favor of Na'Vi. A clinical performance there. Remember, it was 8-7.5, and the score ends up to be 16-8. So Simple especially completely and utterly destroys North there. There's not really much more to say than that. He had an absolute barn burner of a game. 30 plus frags. I think he was close to like 36 towards the end there. It was just out of control how well he was playing.
Yeah, pretty stupendous from him all the way through. Zeus had a good moments as well. They looked pretty solid on the T side for a change on Na'Vi, but we'll take a break. We will join our desk, and we will come back in to see if North can respond to the slaughter. We'll be back in a minute.